Today we are going to have a discussion on how to study English easily. So most of the time, people who are wondering, how can I learn English easily? Learning English is not a big thing, but what we have to do is we have to understand the system of learning. Most of the people who doesn't know what is the system of learning of English, especially most of the people who think that learning English means learning grammar. Grammar is a tool that we use to understand whether the sentences that we construct is correct. So learning through grammar, you can't learn English. So what you have to do is you have to learn the 4 language skills. The 4 language skills are the key thing you have to focus on while learning English. So you have to focus on the 4 language skills such as listening, speaking, reading and writing. Okay, with that you have to focus on your vocabulary and also the grammar. Okay, so it's easy, no need to worry about learning English is a hard thing. You have to have a self-confidence and also you have to continuously work on learning English. You can't learn language in one day. It will take time. You know, if you take a child, the child when the baby is born, at the time the baby has a several process of learning. The baby starts to learn the language through mother, through the parents especially, right? The baby starts to listen. The whole year the baby listening. So that is the first step. We have to focus on learning English. So the second step, the second year, the baby starts to speak some few words. Whatever the words already learned through the parents and the environment, the baby practices as much as possible. So the baby starts to speak few words, small words, and this is the second year of the baby's learning process. And then the baby puts some words together and make them some sentences. The sentences already the baby listens from the environment, from the parent side, the relative side, the neighbor side, maybe from the brothers and sisters side. So these kind of learning process is there. That is the third year. And then the baby starts to go and learning. Finally, before going to school or even before going to the nursery or the preschool, the baby is ready to speak and ready to fight, ready to argue with justifications. So these things we can see from the growth of the child, how the child starts to learn a language. So the same process we have to take in English as well. So if you want to improve your language skills, especially you have to improve your listening skills. Listening is the key for speaking. So if you want to improve your speaking skills, focus on your listening skills. How much and how well you listen to, that much you can speak. So if you want to speak English, don't worry, you can speak English, but you have to listen. Listening is the key for learning English, especially for speaking. That is the first area you have to focus on if you want to speak English. That is the key things you have to follow. Yeah, as the child, how the child started to learn, you just follow the steps. That is the natural step, the traditional step. We have to go and learn. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing, when the baby starts to go, the child starts to go to school, at the time the child starts to learn little basically the letters of the language. Okay, so then the child starts to write sentences like words, sentences. These process still going on. At the time the reading and the writing comes. So if you want to write, if you want to read, then you have to go and some vocabulary, especially connected with in your day-to-day activities, day-to-day things. You have to go and read, you have to go and write. So if you start reading and writing, at the time you need to have to develop your vocabulary and also some grammar, which is very essential, especially when you are writing something perfectly. So do you want to improve your writing? Focus on reading, build up your vocabulary, and focus on your grammar. Definitely, these four skills can be developed and easily picked up. So, I think this video will be helpful for you. So, try to follow the steps, the system, the system of learning, which is very crucial if you are going to learn a language. Learning grammar will not help you only. You have to focus on the four skills of language, that is listening, speaking, those are the first thing, reading and writing, these are the second thing, and plus you have to add vocabulary and also grammar. Thank you.